What's up YouTube? This is Brian again from the Business Reef Tank channel. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about my lighting and what I run and how I run it in my system. So first I'm going to kind of give you a little history of the system, and then I'm going to go into what I'm currently running, kind of give you my thoughts on it. So if you are not a subscriber to this channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button below, hit the bell so you're notified whenever I release a new video, and thank you for watching the channel. So let's talk a little bit about the history of this tank and kind of let you know where I've been, and right after that I'm going to tell you what I'm doing right now. So this 180-gallon Reef was started in July of 2015. Basically I was moving houses and I wanted to do a tank upgrade at the same time, so I went from a 75-gallon tank running 2 Radion G3 Pros to this 180-gallon tank running 3 Radion G3 Pros. Now I got an acrylic light rack from my LFS in order to put these Radions on, so that worked out pretty good, and I went with that setup from 2015 to 2017. Now in 2017 I started really getting into a lot of SPS, and the problems were, as my frags of SPS turned into colonies, I started to see a lot of shading and I didn't really like the growth that I was getting on my SPS coral. So around August or so of 2017, I built this canopy out of wood. This is the first time I built anything out of wood. In fact, I followed instructions that I found on YouTube to do this. So in that canopy, the plan was to add T5s. The reason I wanted to do this is because I thought the T5s will help out in the shading issues that I was having with just having Radions. Another thing is that I really wanted to increase the PAR in this tank, and adding those T5s would allow me to increase the PAR and then have an awesome even spread of light in the system. So that's exactly what I did. In August, September, and December, I got all of the T5s that I needed. I got 4 of the 2x39 watt retrofit kits from BRS. I put it all into this canopy, put the Radions in the canopy, and then I started to run my tank with this hybrid T5 and Radion system. So this is what I'm running today. So right now I'm running 3 Radion G3 Pros. Now I'm running the standard lenses in these. Now I've also ran the wide angle lenses, but I really wanted the PAR that I got from the standard lenses. Now eventually I want to go ahead and get the diffusers for the Radion, so that's another reason why I wanted to go to the standard lenses, because you do not really want to run the diffusers with the wide angle lenses. So I have 4 of the 2x39 watt T5 retrofit kits from BRS. These are the MIRO dimmable ballasts, and I got these ballasts because I wanted to have the ability to dim my lights, although right now I am not using dimming of any kind. It's set up on the apex, but if I want to use it one day, it's there. If I don't, it is what it is. Now as far as the bulbs, I'm running 2 banks of the Blue Plus ATI bulbs, so that's basically 4 Blue Plus bulbs. I'm running 2 Coral Plus bulbs, and I'm also running 2 of the Aqua Blue Special bulbs. Now as far as the program that I'm running the very popular Coral Labs AB Plus. Now I'm currently running this at 36%, and I've changed this from time to time because as I've tried to turn it up a little bit, I've noticed that sometimes the corals don't respond as well as I think they should. Now this could be because I've turned them up too fast, so now I'm back in a mode to where I am slowly increasing the PAR of my Radions ever since I took off those wide angle lenses. So everyone knows that the AB Spectrum is modeling the ATI Blue Plus and Aqua Blue Special lights at a combo of 80% to 20% Blue Plus and Aqua Blue Special. I like the way this looks. I do like more of a bluer tank, and that is what AB Plus does. Now as far as the lighting schedule itself, my Radions will come on at 1 p.m. and they have a 1 hour ramp to that 36%. The T5 Blue Plus banks come on at 2:30, and then the Coral Plus and the Aqua Blue Special bank come on at 3 p.m. Now, as far as the T5s turning off, the T5 Coral Plus and Aqua Blue Special turns off at 7 p.m. and the T5 Blue Plus turn off at 7:30. Now, the Radions do continue to keep the 36% intensity till about 9 o'clock, where they have a 1 hour ramp down and the lights turn off at 10 p.m. Now, I like this setup. I like the way this looks in my tank, although eventually I do want to swap out the Aqua Blue Specials and just kind of see what another bank of Coral Plus looks like. I've also thought about changing out the bulbs to more of a actinic bulb just to kind of see what it does, but that's the future. When I change bulbs, I'm thinking about switching it up, but who knows? If I do that, I will let you know, and I will release a video on what the tank looks like at that part. Now, I do use an Apex PMK as a power monitor in my system. I keep the power meter in the system 24/7 so I can get readings of what my power is throughout the day. Now, typically my power reads around in the 200 to 216 power range when I have all T5s and all the Radions up to the max at the 36%. This gives me a lot of room to slowly increase power, which I plan on doing. I'm hoping to get somewhere in the 250, 300 range where the power meter sits, which is literally in the middle of my tank. So I can kind of guess what the power is around the other sites in the tank. Well, that's it for my T5 and Radion G3 Pro Hybrid. I'm really enjoying this. I've been running this for now about a year, and I've really seen the growth take off. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have a hybrid system out there. What are you running? What kind of LEDs? What kind of T5s are you running? I'm really interested to know what my peers in the reef keeping hobby are doing for lighting these days. As usual, YouTube, happy reefing. Thank you for watching the channel. Enjoy.